This video is rated T for Teen. Over fighting games. They take characters from multiple universes and pit them against each other. These things were made for a series such as this, and that is why today we have Smash Ultimate vs Jump Force, the rematch we've all been waiting for. Before we go over each teams, the following animation is not a simulation, as this is a points-based Smash-style battle. The total number of each roster is irrelevant. Without further ado, for Team Jump Force, we have the likes of Goku, Killua, Deku, Naruto, Luffy, Zoro, Sabo, Sanji, Kakashi, Sasuke, Gon, Asta, Yusuke Urameshi, Vegeta, Cell, Ichigo, Toguro, Frieza, Yugimoto, Madara, Saint Seiya, Jotaro, Piccolo, Kenshin, Aizen, All Might, and Majin Buu. For Team Smash Ultimate, we have the likes of Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Dark Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, Captain Falcon, Bowser, Marth, Young Link, Ganon, Mewtwo, Roy, Mr. Game & Watch, Solid Snake, Diddy Kong, Sonic, Lucario, Mega Man, Rosalina, Greninja, Palutena, Robin, Ken, Cloud, Inkling, Ridley, Incineroar, Joker, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, Galeem, Darkon, Marks, and Master Hand. It's time to find out which fighting game truly should have won Fighting Game of the Year. It's time to Rewind Rumble. Who better to start off with than Mr. Video Game himself? Mario is perhaps the most recognizable character of all time and has a wide variety of power-ups to grant him extra powers to use in combat, ranging from elemental manipulation to flight to size manipulation and much more. Mario is strong enough to lift and punt a castle, tough enough to survive a black hole, and fast enough to dodge lasers. Kirby is one of the last of the Star Warriors. He may just be a child, but he's still got a wide arsenal of copy abilities that give him a wide variety of powers to use in fight, from basic elemental powers such as fire and ice to powerful ultra abilities. Crash, which can wipe out all enemies nearby, and Hypernova Kirby, which can turn his stomach into a black hole. Even without his copy abilities, Kirby can still crack planets with ease and pilot his warp star at speeds that can cross galaxies in no time at all.
Pikachu is an electric mouse, ketchup lover, and face of the Pokemon franchise. Pikachu has many powerful attacks, such as Volt Tackle, Iron Tail, and his iconic Thunderbolt. What he lacks in size, he makes up with his electric speed. Show me the Car Fox, because next up is the Star Fox. Fox McCloud is a highly skilled commander, equipped with his smart bombs, his trusty blaster, and his metal kickback legs. When in trouble, he can call his air support and even his devastating Landmaster.
Samus is a bounty hunter infused with Chozo DNA. She has a wide variety of suits with a wide variety of gadgets, from charge shots to missiles to freeze rays to grapple beams and so much more. Dark Samus is a being of pure Phazon energy that took on the form of Samus when her DNA came in contact with a pool of Phazon. Dark Samus can match Samus in almost every way. Link is a highly skilled brave warrior who wields the Hylian shield and Master Sword. These sacred weapons are nearly indestructible, and with his Triforce of Courage, Link fears nothing and is ready to enter battle loaded with many useful gadgets. Yoshi's usually the one who carries Mario on his back, and to his loyalty, he understands his role as the plumber's green stallion. Yoshi is a physical beast, but a strong body requires a big appetite. Lucky for Yoshi, finding food is quite easy with that expandable tongue of his. Donkey Kong has been Mario's rival for years, dating all the way back to the original Donkey Kong arcade game, which in my opinion was better than Mortal Kombat. DK may look like just an ordinary gorilla, but he packs enough of a punch to knock the moon out of orbit. He also has an arsenal of orange grenades, the invincible Strong Kong form, and the iconic coconut gun. You know how the song goes. Much like Samus, Captain Falcon is a bounty hunter. He has several iconic techniques to help him in combat, including the Falcon Kick, Raptor Boost, Falcon Dive, and the legendary Falcon Punch. Throughout Mario's many years, saving Princess Peach, Bowser has been his most persistent rival, coming back even after being crushed underneath a castle and falling into a black hole. Bowser can easily grow to the size of a castle, lift giant enemies, and is far stronger than the Mario Bros. The only Mario characters to ever beat him in a one-on-one fist fight are the only ones you would expect. That's right, Waluigi and Daisy. Marth is the first Lord character in the Fire Emblem franchise and one of the first Fire Emblem characters introduced to the West through Super Smash Bros. Melee, aka the best Smash Bros. For true MLG gamers. Young Link. Remember when Link was a kid but wasn't Toon Link? That's pretty much Young Link.
Ganon is powered by the Triforce of Power. When Ganondorf transforms from his human form to his pig beast form Ganon, he gains a supreme level of strength, power, and durability. But this does come at a cost. For his physical boost, it can easily be seen that he gives up a mental edge as he no longer acts like a human and starts fighting like a primal instinctive beast.
Mewtwo is the most powerful Psychic type Pokemon in the world. Its strongest Psychic type attacks are Psychic and Future Sight, and it has not just one, but two Mega Evolutions to give it an extra boost in power. And unlike most Pokemon, Mewtwo has shown the ability to Mega Evolve without a trainer. Roy. Roy is your boy.
Roy's our boy!
Mr. Game & Watch is the oldest gamer in town. He's a man who loves making pancakes, filling up gas, and turning into a giant octopus. Solid Snake is a clone of Big Boss and a world-renowned soldier and spy famed for his legendary exploits in the Outer Haven Uprising and Zanzibar Land disturbance. Diddy Kong is a young spider monkey who lives on Donkey Kong Island in the Congo jungle. He carries his iconic peanut pistols and helps his pal Donkey Kong on adventures. Sonic the Hedgehog, the least divisive character in versus debates who everyone agrees on a single set of stats for. Sonic is the fastest being in the universe, at least he claims to be, being able to casually run at speeds far faster than sound. He has things like the light speed dash and the light speed shoes, which allow him to exceed at the speed of light. And then there's his powerful super form, which puts him in several leagues beyond his base form, able to fight beings that threaten the entire planet. Getting both of the biggest furry bait characters out of the way back to back, we have Lucario. Lucario is a fighting steel type Pokemon that can efficiently manipulate aura to use it as an attack or to sense people. Its signature attack is the Aura Sphere, one of the few special fighting type moves, and it never misses its targets. Ironically enough though, its steel typing makes it weak against other fighting types.
If you need a robot master, well, you're in luck because Mega Man is next. Mega Man has an impressive Mega Buster, Ice Slasher, Black Hole Bomb, and immense super strength, blitzing speed, and an iconic copy vision. He is a very adaptable fighter, capable of adding new weapons to his arsenal.
Rosalina is the guardian of the cosmos and mother of the Lumas. She may not look like much of a threat at a first glance, but she can create shields powerful enough to protect her from the universe being destroyed and powerful enough to reset the universe on her own. Greninja is a water dark type Pokemon and is the final evolution of Froakie. Greninja specializes in its special attack stat and has some really powerful water type moves to back it up, like Hydro Pump and its signature Water Shuriken. It also has a really high physical attack, which makes use with powerful moves like Shadow Sneak, which always attacks first, and Night Slash, which has a high chance of landing a critical hit. Palutena is the wise and benevolent goddess of light and protector of the human world. Robin is not Batman's sidekick in this episode, but is actually a member of Chrome's Shepherds and one of the protagonists of Fire Emblem Awakening. And now we have the original Echo Fighter, Ken Masters. Ken is an incredibly skilled martial artist, strong enough to take on the likes of Ryu and Vega in a fight. He knows many of the same techniques as Ryu, including the Shoryuken and the iconic Hadoken. Cloud is a blonde guy with spiky hair and a girlfriend with spiky boobs. He carries a large spiky sword. Inkling may not seem dangerous at first, using paint guns instead of bullets, but these ink guns are powerful enough to push back giant metal fists. The Inklings also have plenty of far more powerful weapons, from the Ink Strike to the Killer Whale. Even if the ink is constantly refilling, running out temporarily can leave the Inkling completely defenseless. Moving on, we have Ridley. Ridley is the leader of the space pirates and spends his life raiding planets. He's powerful enough to take on Samus and is fast enough to keep up with our massively FTL ship. Now on to Brandon YT's favorite Pokemon, Incineroar. Incineroar is a fire dark type Pokemon that excels in physical attacks. Its flames can burn over 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit, and it can use its flames for powerful physical fire type attacks like Fire Fang and Flare Blitz. Whoa, looking cool, Joker. For more info on Joker, the joke's gonna be on you because you're gonna have to check out Joker vs. Joker over on Cartoon Fight Club. Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo is a brown honey bear and Kazooie is a red-crested Breagle who lives in Banjo's backpack. These two are platforming heroes who work great in pairs. Terry is Ken with a hat, or maybe not. Now on to one of the strongest Smash Bros. Bosses, Galeem. If you thought Master Hand and Taboo were powerful, you haven't seen anything yet. Galeem commands an entire Master Hand army, and his attacks can reach across the entire galaxy in seconds. Everyone that his massive wave of light hit turned into a spirit, and given that there is a Taboo spirit in World of Light, that means Galeem is powerful enough to one-shot a character that slaughtered Master Hand with ease. For every yin, there's a yang, and Darkon is that to Galeem. He can match Galeem blow for blow and may actually be stronger. Not to mention his Crazy Hand army matches Galeem's Master Hand army in sheer numbers. Kirby has fought many powerful enemies over the years, and Marks is among the strongest. He can fly, teleport, create black holes, split his own body in half, and easily put himself back together. Not to mention he's strong enough to fight the pink puffball himself. And last but not least, we have Master Hand, the creator of the Smash Bros. Universe. Master Hand can take on anyone in the Smash cast, and if anyone manages to overpower him, he can always turn into his Master Core or Master Fortress forms, which are powerful enough to scare Crazy Hand away. With Team Smash out of the way, let's talk about Team Jump Force, starting with the most iconic character on the team, Son Goku. Goku is a Saiyan from the planet Vegeta who was sent to Earth as a baby. Throughout his life, he learned tons of powerful techniques like the Kamehameha, Spirit Bomb, Kaioken, and Ultra Instinct. He also has several transformations to boost his power for the iconic Super Saiyan form to give him 50 times power boost to Super Saiyan Blue and lets his power rival that of gods. After meeting the legendary hero All Might, Deku proved himself worthy to become his successor and became the 8th wielder of the One for All quirk. This gives Deku superhuman stats in all areas, and his full cowling allows him to control how much of his power he uses, though his body isn't strong enough to use One for All at full power without destroying his bones and tissue. Luffy was once just an ordinary kid, but after eating the Gum Gum fruit, his body became rubbery and could stretch his body and resist physical damage. After a while, Luffy learned to stretch his limbs at will and can boost his stats through his 2nd to 4th gear form. Sabo is the Revolutionary Army's Chief of Staff, recognized as the number 2 of the entire organization, ranking directly under Monkey D. Dragon himself. Fire up the Krabby Patties because Sanji is the cook of the Straw Hat Pirates. His dream is to find the rumored Chef's Paradise, all blue, which is where East Blue, West Blue, North Blue, and South Blue meet, along with their wildlife. Kakashi. To his students on Team 7, Kakashi teaches the importance of teamwork, a lesson he received along with the Sharingan from his childhood friend. After the 4th Shinobi War, Kakashi becomes Konoha's 6th Hokage. Sasuke does not say racial slurs. He can also keep up with Naruto and his far above moon level attack potency, but I feel like the first part was more important. Gon is the son of a legendary hunter who was never around when Gon was little. As he was always out on adventures, due to this, Gon decided that he would become a hunter himself. Today he hangs out with Killua to fight a cat ladyboy, and Killua is Gon's best friend. Asta is an orphan left under the care of the church in a small village. He is the wielder of the 5-leaf clover and is a 3rd-class junior magic knight of the Clover Kingdom's Black Bull and Royal Knight squads. Yusuke Urameshi is the anime Danny Phantom. That's a pretty bad characterization of this hero, but for more information, check out Yusuke vs. Ichigo on Cartoon Fight Club. Vegeta is Goku's greatest rival across all of Dragon Ball and is one of the most powerful characters in the series. He has many forms to boost his power from Super Saiyan all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. He even developed his own evolved Super Saiyan Blue that was strong enough to take on a restricted Jiren the Grey. Perfect Cell is a combination of the DNA of the strongest fighters in the galaxy. He has the strength and techniques of the Z fighters, and his Super Perfect Cell form has enough firepower to wipe out an entire solar system. It took an enraged Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan to finally match him and put him down. If you're looking for a 9-foot-tall bad mofo, then odds are you're looking for Toguro. He served as the leader for both the Apparition Gang and Team Toguro, alongside his brother Elder Toguro. I know, cool name. He is one of the arch enemies of Yusuke Urameshi. Frieza is one of the deadliest villains in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. Even his weakest form can destroy planets casually with a single finger, and his golden form can rival the power of a Super Saiyan Blue Saiyan. Yugimoto must have faith in his cards. Yugi does have faith in his cards. Yugi has cards. Madara was a legendary warrior of the Uchiha clan. He founded Konohagakure alongside his childhood friend and rival, with the intention of beginning an era of peace. When the two couldn't agree on how to achieve that peace, they fought for control of the village, a conflict which ended in Madara's death. Pegasus Seiya is the guy who beat Goku back in Cartoon Fight Club, and I got a lot of heat for it, but if you want to know why he won, check out that CFC episode. Like many other JoJo characters, Jotaro has what's known as a stand. Jotaro's stand is Star Platinum, which can stop time for a few seconds. Star Platinum is like other stands, it cannot be seen or harmed by any non-stands, and can also phase through solid objects, but any damage one of the pair takes, the other also takes, and vice versa. Piccolo is a Namekian, and as such, he can stretch his limbs and regenerate as long as his head is intact. He is one of the most skilled fighters in all of Dragon Ball, being able to take on the likes of Goku, Gohan, and Universe's 6 Frost.
Naruto is a knuckle-headed ninja with massive power and impressive skill. He has mastered the Rasengan and has a very useful Demon Fox cloak. The regenerative abilities granted to him constantly heals most damages he takes, so putting him down won't be easy. Zoro was the first member to join the Straw Hat Pirates, and he wishes to become the greatest swordsman in the world.
With his Soul Reaper form, Ichigo's endurance strengthened to the point where he can continue fighting effectively after receiving many injuries, and can survive attacks which would easily kill normal humans.
Kenshin was orphaned as a child, who was then adopted into slavery and soon experienced the Japanese Revolution. This steered Kenshin into a life of combat and samurai safeguarding.
Aizen is the former captain of the 5th Division. He later leaves Soul Society with his followers, and he was a pretty bad dude, but luckily was defeated by Ichigo Kurosaki and sealed away, and then imprisoned for his crimes. In the world of My Hero Academia, only one hero stands at the top, the symbol of peace. All Might is the #1 ranked hero in the world. He can easily move faster than the eye can see, level cities, and punch hard enough to change the weather, though he has slowed down a bit in old age and can't hold his buff form for long. Majin Buu has existed since the dawn of time and has taken many forms across the years. Buu is incredibly powerful, but his main strength lies in his hexes. He can turn anyone into candy, regenerate from many injuries, and can absorb people to take on their powers and personality.
And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, there is no prep time. Let the battle begin!
この星もろとも貴様らをゴミにしてやる。なんですってうわちくしょう。 ガハガハガハガハ
おいサスケ、足手まといになるなよ。
それは俺のセリフだ。
生意気なガキだ。口だけじゃないところを証明してみせろ。
言われるまでもない。
らしい力だ。終わりだ。
何？
Hopefully you enjoyed that animation, and if you did, super special thanks to Team Animation Rewind's Drop the Hedgehog for animating that Total War. I'd also like to thank Team Animation Rewind's Omega7321 for co-animating some of the scenes. Also, special thanks to Biff Weed for writing the script for the pre-analysis. Thanks, and enjoy the post-analysis. And the winner is Team Jump Force. Of course, the animation was not a simulation, and the characters may have died in places where they shouldn't, and the entire animation does not affect either the post or pre-analysis of this video. It's just for fun. It is not a simulation. I cannot stress that enough. I know Jump Force winning yet again might be hard to believe, especially since in this rematch, Team Jump Force did not have Bobo, and without him, the battle is a much closer call than it was once in the first round. Ultimately, Smash Ultimate is just too slow on a grand scale. Most of the roster on both teams are just fodder waiting to die, so I don't want to waste your time debating how Deku and Diddy Kong might fare before being annihilated by the higher-ups on each team. The fastest Smash character is Kirby with the Warp Star, and his top speed with the Warp Star isn't 100% confirmed since we can't pinpoint exact time frames and distances which he has traveled across galaxies. Now we can estimate, and that's what we're going to do, and with our estimation, Warp Star Kirby is around 194 quadrillion, 172 trillion, 280 billion, 675 million, 758,830 times the speed of light. So almost 200 quadrillion times the speed of light. That's how fast we think Warp Star Kirby might be. We gathered this estimate thanks to a great calc by Efficiente. The Warp Star traveled roughly 92 billion light years in about 14.8 seconds, resulting in about 200 quadrillion C. Again, this is an estimate since we don't know how big the Kirby universe truly is, even though it was stated that the far reaches of the universe, a place where the Warp Star was sent, is an alternate dimension, a version of the same place. But this is fast regardless. There is pretty much nothing faster since we aren't including Archie-Sonic, and we aren't using Smash Ultimate game mechanics because Smash Ultimate Kirby would actually be much slower than Kirby All-Star Allies Kirby. So to anyone who says that Galeem can scale to 200 quadrillion C would also have to say that a human like Solid Snake can also scale to Kirby, which obviously is not not the case. Thanks to calculations provided by Jovio LMA, this said Warp Star is going to have a really hard time trying to even touch Pegasus Seiya. Golden Saints are stated to surpass light speed by a good margin multiple times in the series by both statements and feats, so let's put a number on it. During the cosmic inflation, the universe expanded at an exponential rate, going from a billionth of the size of a proton to the size of a marble in about 10 to 35 seconds. This would make Seiya roughly 3 septillion times the speed of light. This means that he is 15 million times faster than Warp Star Kirby. If someone is just twice as fast, it would be nearly impossible to be caught. Imagine just how insane being 15 million times faster truly is. Before anyone can even think about using a Hax or Magic or some type of BFR, let alone Team Jump Force also having these counters, but before anyone could even think about doing something like that, Pegasus Seiya is fast enough to just take care of you himself. And this guy is no chump either. He easily and effortlessly killed Thanatos, a being who raised his cosmos infinitely. Seiya is easily a universal threat at the least. In my opinion, Smash Ultimate is the better game. It's more fun to play, but has no effect on how powerful the characters in the games are. Making the winner of this Rumble, Team Jump Force.
On the next episode of Rewind Rumble.